What's up, guys? We're at CES 2019 and we're hanging out with Inwin. And you know, Intel is going to be releasing that new form factor for a high-end desktop, and Inwin is ready with this massive case, which is the 928. ThinkComputers CES 2019 coverage is brought to you by Kingston Technology's UV500 solid-state drive, 10 times faster than a 7200 RPM hard drive, available in multiple form factors, in capacities up to 1.92 terabytes. The case itself is extremely elegant. You can see here we have sort of this outer frame that goes around the inner frame of the case, and this is actually aluminum and it's extremely thick. If we come over to the side, you can see just how thick this aluminum is, so you know this is going to be a really well-made case. Now, coming down to our ports here, of course we have a power button, activity LEDs, two USB 3.1 Gen 1, of course audio connections, and your USB 3.1 Gen 2. Starting with the main compartment here, you can see we have a ton of space. They have the Asus ROG Dominus Extreme in there, and if you haven't seen that motherboard, it is massive. So you have a lot of room inside, and one unique thing is that you're able to mount graphics cards two different ways. You can see we have the vertical implementation here, but you can also do it, you know, your typical implementation. As far as cooling support in this main section, you can do 420s all around. We'll talk about the top section in a little bit, but you can do 420 in the bottom, 420 in the front, of course. You can see a ton of water cooling in here as well. And you actually see your SSDs can be mounted right over here. Cooling at the top here, as I said, you are going to be able to do a 420, but there's actually an identical panel on the opposite side. So you can actually fit 6 140mm fans in the top of the case. When it comes to cooling, this case is designed correctly to provide airflow. So we have a large opening here that you can see. So whether you're doing intake or exhaust, air will be able to either come in the system or be exhausted out. And this opening goes around the entire case, so you have that nice cooling. Coming along to the rear panel here, you can see this is a tempered glass side panel just like the front. And the main feature in the rear of the case, there's a ton of room back here, so you have dual power supply support. Again, these Intel systems are going to be very high powered, so you're definitely going to want dual power supplies, and Inwin has the support there for you. You also have plenty of room for, you know, you can see our 3 fans up here as well as water cooling. Coming along to the back panel or the rear panel, you can see it kind of curves down like this. So while this is a big boxy case, you have those nice lines that you're going to want. Now, as far as fan support on the rear of the case, you can actually fit 3 140mm fans back here. So definitely a ton of cooling space in this case. And you'll notice this little opening here. This is actually for your power cables for the dual power supply support. So here's one final shot of the case with the side panel on. You can see just how large it is. And of course, this is designed for the new 14x14 motherboards from Intel. Now, Inwin plans to have this case out in Q2, and it's going to be $899. Now, let us know in the comments what you think of such a large case like this, and go ahead and check out our CES 2019 playlist. See you guys in the next video.